Sup everyone, I'm your female otaku, and I'm here to review episode 2 of ReZero. And with this episode, Sabaru finally figures out his power, and he calls it Return by Death, and realizes that every single time he dies, he goes back to the beginning, wounds all healed, has all of his stuff back with him, you know, all the things that he bought over at the convenience store, and he's all fine and everything, and goes back over to square one. So he tries to figure out a different way of how to handle things. So he can get the insignia back, and also try to befriend Satella again. I don't want to interrupt the review right here, but I apologize if you hear someone mowing their lawn. It's getting really loud. I apologize. Let me talk about the opening. So I heard the opening song before, because it's been out for about 2 weeks or so. It's the same people who sang Watamote's opening, and I absolutely love that opening. I downloaded it, I have it on my phone and everything. But I thought the opening song was okay. I really like the visuals a lot more. I really like how it starts off and then how it ends. How it starts off with him reviving and how it ends with him dying. I thought that was pretty cool. Visuals really nice with the opening. And I also like the ending theme song as well. So we meet a new character who's clearly going to be important down the road, because this guy, his name is Reinhard, and he happens to be a master swordsman and comes from a pretty high up there family. He seems really nice. I like the guy, and he helped Sabaru when Sabaru was in the alleyway once again with those 3 bandits, and actually he got killed by them once, so that was kind of crazy. But later on he met up with them again, and he just got tired of this, so he's got to stop going through that alleyway, man. Like, come on. But he decided this time to call out for the police. So I really like how each timeline is playing out. We really see all the different possibilities that could happen with each timeline. Like this time with the most recent timeline, we had him going over to Felt's place, and he versed Felt, which was kind of weird to me. You see, what always kind of bothered me was Sabaru's skills, because we already know that he's a huge, big otaku and everything, but he briefly mentioned last week that in his room he likes to play around with the wooden sword, so somehow he's able to be a really great dodger, and I don't know, just, We also had that one scene, I think it was last week, when he actually fought the bandits, so it's very strange that our main character can also fight. To me, it kind of just, it doesn't suit his character, so that's probably going to bother me for a little bit, but hey, we gotta try to have our main character live for as long as possible until he, dies and comes back. But I don't know, the whole him being really skilled, and I mean really skilled, like he fought Felt for a pretty good minute there, so I don't know, but maybe it's just me who's bothered by this. So Sabaru knew exactly what was going to happen in the end if he went over to the loot house, so he tried to make this deal go as quickly as possible, but Felt was being pretty stubborn, and I was just like, no, Felt, listen to old man Rom, he knows what he says, but no, Felt was just too stubborn, and she opened the door. We thought we were going to see Elsa, but thank goodness it was just Satella. So why is Satella there? How does she figure out to go over to the loot house? I wonder. This is pretty strange, because when you think about it, in another timeline, this was last week when he went over to the loot house by himself, and that's when he, found out about Elsa for the first time, that timeline. Satella didn't go over there. So I'm guessing that Reinhard told Satella, he ended up finding her, and Satella got suspicious about his message and decided to go over to the loot house anyway. So that's probably what happened. Excited to see more of Reinhard. I really like his character, and I know we're gonna get more of him soon, but now that Satella's there, we really gotta hurry things up before Elsa gets there. And how long is it gonna be till Elsa gets there? Because when she gets there, that's when you hit your dead end, and there's no escaping your fate, and you have to redo everything from earlier that day. So can Sabaru finally make it through his first day in the parallel world? We will have to see. But catch me later as I review the finale to Ajin. I'm your female otaku, sayonara.